what's up, guys? It's Seducer. So, 2020 has been a year like no other, and I'm not exaggerating at all. It has been a hell of a year. It kind of sucked, but, you know, as bad as things were, still doesn't hold a light to my teenage years. Those really sucked. For me. I mean, I'm not saying 2020 wasn't bad. It was. A lot of bad things. I mean, a lot of people are worse off than I. So, you know, turn it down a little bit. So, obviously, what set this year apart was the Rona. This took off in March. I mean, everything closed down. You know, just things went to hell. I mean, it started off as an ordinary year. Of course, you know, I had my fair share of misfortune when the year started. Well, one particular tragedy. My cat Fluffy, who I'd had since I was 17. I was almost 18. Fluffy passed away about a week into the year. So that was pretty rough on me. I'm generally not an emotional person. Usually I'll get angry, but it's extremely rare that I cry. But I did then when I found out that Fluffy had passed away. I was at college, you know. So, yeah. This year was not off to a good start. Also, I was still not over, you know, this girl that I was hung up on, Kaylee. I started off the year thinking, you know what, maybe I have one chance left to, you know, try to win her over, you know, buy her something for Valentine's Day. But I never saw her. And then, when Corona hit, you know, that pretty much killed my chances. So, but it's okay. I'm pretty much moved on now. Women are not a top concern of mine at the moment. So, yeah, so, I'm just focusing on myself. But yeah, the Corona thing really kind of it really took this year to a whole different hell. Honestly, this year has really made me, put me in perspective, because, you know, for the past few years I've been depressed about, you know, certain stupid, meaningless things. You know, last year I was depressed about Kaylee. Most of last year I was miserable, and I wasn't really, you know, enjoying the good things that were in my life. Really, for the last few years, you know, girls have been an unnecessary top priority, and they shouldn't have been. So, yeah, honestly, things, if it hadn't been for me, you know, stressing over Kaylee last year, I think 2019 would have been a great year. You know, because I started college. I mean, yeah, okay, Kaylee was kind of, the Kaylee depression was kind of the reason that I started college. It was kind of the main spark, but still, I could have, you know, enjoyed things more. I mean, I had great coworkers. I mean, things were going fairly well at work, you know. Great co-workers, great friends at college, you know. It's just, even though college kind of got off to a rocky start, because I didn't know anyone, but things were going pretty well, I guess. I shouldn't have taken things for granted. You know, because this year, thanks to the Rona, I kind of lost, a lot of the things I took for granted, Not wearing a mask at Walmart, I mean, damn, I missed that. I mean, I still don't wear it when I go shopping, even though they tell the customers they should. I don't, because I don't give a shit. That makes me an asshole. Well, yeah. I don't buy into the whole, media fear thing, That's just how it is. I don't get sick. It's very rare. In fact, it's been, holy crap, 2 years since the last time I've gotten, sick with anything more than a minor cold. So, I don't hang around a lot of people. I don't really spend time anywhere besides, home or college. So, I just, I work at Walmart, but I mean, aside from that, I just, in my spare time, I don't see a lot of people, so I'm really not terribly concerned with, being a super spreader. I'm just not. I don't care. Just gonna. I only wear a mask if I absolutely have to. Like, when I'm at work, obviously. Like, like on the sales floor. But you won't see me driving around with a mask on. I mean, especially since I always drive alone. I mean, I think it's hilarious when I see people do that. I see people driving alone with a freaking mask on. I sure as hell I'm not worried about my Ford Escape catching the Rona. So, yeah. I think my Ford Escape will be just fine. So, yeah. But yeah, this whole thing has definitely impacted my year. For most of the year, I just didn't have much of a motivation to do anything, just because everything just seems so depressing, because between we don't have a lockdown now here in Georgia, but we did before. Just, I don't know, things are still far from back to normal, so this year I did not get this summer I was not anywhere near as fit as I was last summer. Summer of 2019, I was in the best shape of my life. My weight was around 208, but, I was hitting the gym really hard, I was giving it my best. I was toned. I had abs. My love handles were almost gone. I've never been completely without love handles, so. Yeah, but this year, I was working out, but not quite pushing myself as hard as I should have. So I was kind of, in the summer, my weight was around 212 maybe, 212, somewhere in that range. But I'd done comparisons and I was definitely flabbier, Didn't really have abs. And, even though I weighed less than I did during the winter, I was at the highest point I've been in a while. I was in like the mid 220s. That was pretty crappy, but, I briefly got 210 in August before, started college and the weight started coming back on. And I was back in the lower 220s by October, and kind of kept things that way, honestly, until early November. Now, I pretty much got my motivation back. Despite everything, I've lost, quite a few valuable coworkers. Even though the college opened back up in August, things were definitely not the same as they were before. I saw nowhere near as many people that I used to see. People just didn't hang around much anymore. So there just weren't any good memories to be made this year, to be honest. Very few good things came out of this year. I mean, yeah, I'm grateful for my new laptop that I got. It's great, I love it. So, you know, it wasn't all bad. Got a new laptop and also a new camera, which is shooting this video. I love this camera. The camera takes great video. But yeah. And I briefly got my 105mm lens fixed, but then after 2 months it was damaged again. Now I've decided with this second stimulus check, even though it's only like $600, between that and my next paycheck, because I've been working extra days for the past month, I'm just gonna officially retire the 105. I'm gonna get the Sigma 135 1.8. It's got a somewhat closer focus distance. It's just I can get better close-up shots. It's just I've seen pictures with it. It's just a better quality lens, even though it's not quite as expensive. I know it's crazy. Nikon's lens is just overpriced for what it is. I mean, the 105 was a good lens, but it could have been better. Anyway, so yeah, my biggest concern this year, my biggest struggle, especially recently, it hasn't been women, it's been money. So, you know, I've been, you know, things, there's always been setbacks. I mean, I haven't been able to reach, you know, the goals that I was trying to reach. You know, I was going to get things taken care of a lot sooner. I would have, I mean, if things had gone as planned, I would have gotten my, well, originally I was going to get my 105 and my telephoto both fixed late September, but things happen, you know. I don't need to get into details about it, really. I should. But yeah. So it's been rough. And this Christmas, I didn't actually get any money for Christmas from my parents. I mean, I know I shouldn't expect it. I guess I was kind of counting on it, and I was disappointed. But that's okay. But what really pissed me off a couple days ago was I did get money from my uncle. As soon as I cashed it, like I was able to buy my older sister gift card because I had her for Christmas. By the way, we're doing that tomorrow, New Year's. We're doing the Christmas stuff finally. But yeah, bought her a gift card. I bought myself a few body armors. Those drinks. I prefer them over Gatorade. They're pretty good. But when I later on, I was at Walmart. You know, I was going to do my shopping, check my pocket, and I realized that I'd lost freaking $50. Yeah, $50. I think. Yeah, no, I don't know. No, that sounds right because I think I had a $5 bill, but that was it. $50 gone. And you know, I had things I needed to buy, like, you know, conditioner, certain food items, that kind of stuff. But you know, life's a bitch. I mean, I kind of brought this on myself by saying, you know, today will be a good day. The hell it wasn't. Anyway, but whatever. That's really been my main source of frustration. That and, you know, losing valuable coworkers. I mean, I've been kind of upset. But despite that, I've been getting my motivation back for a lot of things, you know, for work. I've, for the past month and a half, I've been really pushing myself. I've been doing a lot of running, been trying to push myself to the gym, trying to get my definition back. I've looked at my videos from earlier this year. My arms look like freaking, tube socks or whatever the hell. Freaking noodles. I don't know. There was no definition, especially in the shoulder area. and then I looked at videos from summer throughout most of last year, and I actually had some definition. I mean, I was never swole, but I looked a whole lot better than I did this year. So I've been pushing myself recently. On my work days, I would usually go to the gym. Well, I usually go to the gym, like, get a quick workout and tan before I actually go to work. And then I'd go back during my lunch break, continue working out. And then after work, I would generally, I would go back to the gym once again, do my cardio, use the elliptical. Then sometimes on my days off, I would do actual running, like outside. My driveway is like pretty long, so I go back and forth. Monday, I did over 2 hours worth of running. I did about 14 miles, according to my phone. Not that one, that's my old phone. I gotta get a new phone too. This one is, it's got a black spot. You can see it. Maybe not. It's probably out of focus. Anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to my 2019. I did a comparison today, put it on Facebook and Instagram. And I am, even though my weight's back down to like 212 right now. I saw it briefly at 211 a couple days ago, but yeah, 212. That's pretty good compared to what it was. But you know, it's much better than this time last year. Last year I was I started off the new year just above 220. So yeah, I think 2021, despite everything, will be off to a better start. I'm determined. Despite everything that's been going on this year, you know, I'm really trying. I'm grateful that things weren't as bad, didn't go as bad for me and my family as it could have. You know, I didn't lose any family members. You know, there have been a lot of people that passed away this year. Quite a few people from church that, you know, because my church was like, there's a lot of older people there. So, you know, some of them died from COVID. But thankfully, no one in my family did. You know, my parents are, they're pretty up there. So, but, no, they're doing fine. So that's good. So yeah, I haven't lost my job. You know, I'm still, I've been working extra days. For a while I didn't. Like, the last time I worked extra days was early June. Then my motivation completely went south when I realized that things are not getting any better. I don't know, I felt burnt out. And yeah, I only worked my scheduled days, which I had since I started college, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But recently, though, was it late November? No, I think it was the beginning of November. I don't know. No, December. I started working extra days again. For a while I was working one extra day a week. A little while, I think. But a few weeks before Christmas, I started working 2 extra days. So I've been working 5-day weeks. With the exception of last week because of Christmas, but I had been working 5-day weeks. I was going in Tuesday and Wednesday. Did that this week. So I am getting my motivation back. I'm pretty much overcoming things. I think. Okay, I think 2021 will be a decent year. When I hope it goes better than 2020. You might think that's saying a lot, but 2020 set the bar very low for a year, you know. And I mean, it sucked, you know. There were like I didn't really make any good memories this year, you know. There was nothing memorable except about 10 days to the year. I think it was 10 days. I don't know. It was like the second weekend in January when I tried the edible. One of my good friends made special cake. I had never tried anything like that before. And that night, I was just like, whoa. It was awesome. I mean, and honestly, I would totally do it again. I'm sorry. I know I'm not a stoner, but every once in a while I would like to be able to do that, you know. I prefer that over getting drunk. Getting drunk just doesn't really appeal to me. I'd rather get high. Anyway. I mean, it really just got my mind off things. Got me out of a depression that I was feeling at the time. It was nice. So, yeah. My expectations for the new year is not really high or anything, but I'm gonna try to give it my best. You know, we got a few more months. I mean, we're just getting into winter. Summer's a long way off, so I have plenty of time to, you know, push myself, keep running. Like, I'm gonna try to do that again Monday. I'm off Monday. I start my new semester Thursday, but I'm gonna try to avoid. I'm not gonna eat in the cafeteria very often, not like I used to. I'm gonna keep. Got to get that body. And also get my lens and I'd say when I get my college refund check or whatever, should be at the end of January, I will. What do we have here? Okay. I'm gonna get myself the Galaxy S20. I'm gonna go with the Ultra, even though I'm not getting it necessarily for the camera, because, you know, as a photographer with a real camera, that whole 100 and something megapixel thing is a gimmick. I mean, it's way overhyped. But I'm getting the phone because, you know, I want the most powerful one. I want a good quality phone. And by then, I mean, it should be cheaper because they're bringing out the Galaxy S21. So, yeah. This time, I got to make sure that when I get my new phone, I don't drop it on the asphalt like I did that time, back in March, like I did with this one. I mean, I'm glad it lasted as long as it did. Still, cannot make that mistake again. Got to make sure I get a case for it. Get a case for it and a screen protector right away. So yeah, I think 2021 will be a decent year. I'm gonna do my best. Make sure I don't get caught up. Make sure I don't get caught up with any more, you know, women not worth my time. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do well in college. You know, focus on my keep my grades high. And try to avoid the Sims as much as possible. Yeah. It'll be alright. Alright. No, I'm grateful that 2020 is pretty much over. I guess that's really all I have to say. Honestly, I was expecting this video to be a whole lot longer, but I'm kind of glad that it's not. I thought that like the New Year's video that I did last time, it was like, I think it was like 40 something minutes. This time it's not anywhere near as bad. So yeah, that's all. So it's been great. My New Year's resolution is to make 2021 a good year. So you guys have a great day. By the time this video is up, it'll be tomorrow. But yeah, hope you guys have a great year. You guys, you know, let's all make 2021 a good year. Yeah. You guys are great. Have a great day.